Attends un peu. C'est bon là ou quoi? Attends. Direct. Ouais, mais c'est bon, t'as vu. Donc, voilà. Normal. Non, 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 mais ça, j'en veux pas, en fait. Je veux pas. Non, 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 non. Il faut recommencer. Comment je... non, non, il faut faire un truc. Partie. Euh... Partie. Nouvelle partie. Bah oui. Parce que moi, je voulais le tester. Je voulais le retester, mais ouais. Faut repartir de zéro, là. Putain, il fait chaud, sa grand-mère. Ouais, c'est ça. Bon, celui-là, c'est... Bon, prends un petit coup de flotte, là, attends. Un petit... où j'ai une bouteille d'eau? Attends. Faut boire. Faut boire, faut boire. Red Dead Redemption. Eh ben ouais, normal, les gars. Je ferais peut-être le Nightmare aussi. Mais bon, avant, je fais ça. Je fais celui-là, après, on voit.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Je préfère celui-là que le deuxième, en fait. Le 2 est bien, mais après, je préfère celui-là, quoi. Honnêtement.
Nate Johns, yes. His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. John's family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
Armadillo.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
In between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
On va aller au saloon. Ouais, on connaît, t'inquiète.
Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Ils sont les chevaux là.
All righty, Mr. Marston, let's get.
Où le mien?
I ain't much of a fella for gossip. Easy on the spurs now. We don't need to draw undue attention.
Easy.
Je vais y aller là.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as no three defective. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves' Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Almost there, Mr. Marshall. Just over this hill. Yeah, yeah.
Easy.
Listen, mister. This
Ça, c'est le Fort Mercer. Ouais, c'est ça.
Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Yeah. Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Just trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you. For saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Là maintenant, ils me disent attends quoi.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Hop on up. He won't bite. Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like. To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. Yeah!
Come on!
Elle est où elle là? Putain.
That's the barn over there. are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Well, are we going inside?
Ouais, la maison de Bonnie. Ouais.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston.
Miss McFarland.
Remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out.
PS5.
The country is really beautiful
PlayStation
around this
5.
time. Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around.
Elle veut faire la course ou quoi là?
Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again.
Ouais, bah écoute, attends. Ah oui, mais non. Ok.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's
Ouais,
along with
t'inquiète
me.
pas.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Vas-y. C'est là. Normalement, c'est là. Hein.
Look, those damn rabbits are at the crossing.
Ouais, ils sont où les lapins là? Vas-y,
Give me a
dis-moi.
hand, will you?
Ah, regarde.
Oh.
Ah, allez, vas-y. Bon, attends.
Get your rifle out.
Tiens, boum, dans ta
That's how
face.
you
Voilà,
shoot
comme
them
ça.
there, maker.
Fais pas le fou. Là, là, là. Je casse-couille. Là-bas, dégage.
You're a good shot, Mr. Marston. That rabbit didn't stand a chance.
Come on.
We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go. Giddy up! If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Damn coyotes are back! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston.
Non, mais attends, il est là, lui. Viens là. Dégage, toi. Dégage, toi aussi, là.
Yeah.
Looks like that was the last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room. You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Ouais, remplace-moi ça là.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I'll bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
La course, putain. Ah là là.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Come on.
J'ai une jauge normalement à côté. Mais ouais, ça c'est un peu bizarre.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
Ouais, mais... Alors, vas-y, maintenant.
Come on.
Dégage.
You're not as bad as I thought you'd be. I have got you now.
Yo.
Giddy up.
Call yourself a rancher?
Oh putain, il avance vite le truc.
I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Let's go.
This sure beats milking cows.
Elle a du mal à remonter. Oh là là, putain, qu'est-ce que je fais là?
How's it feel getting beaten by a lady?
Let's go.
Come on, boys.
Come on. Come on.
See you at the finish line.
Let's go.
This is gonna be close. Yeah.
You're lucky I'm being a gentleman. Watch and learn, miss.
Oh non, allez.
Whoa.
Allez mec, putain. Ça me gave ça là. Bon allez, au revoir. Ça me saoule. Allez, nique ta mère, toi putain de ta mère. On recommence. C'est bon, j'en ai marre. Ça pue ça.
On the count of 3.
Putain.
3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman
Putain,
about
mais
this.
ça schlingue
You
ça.
don't know me at all, Mr.
Putain.
McFarland. Come on. Yeah.
You're gonna wear that horse out. Come on, boys.
How you doing back there?
Elle est derrière en plus. Hein.
Come. Would you like me to slow down?
Oh là 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 là.
Should I wait for you to catch up?
Vous êtes trop vite en fait. Ouais, cassez-vous là, je vais vous saouler là. Ah, regardez là, je sais pas. Regardez les gars. Cassez-vous. Putain, mais c'est une dinguerie en fait.
Come on.
You'll have to do better than that.
Come on.
Come on, Mr. Marston. Don't go easy on me. Come on, boys.
Whoa, whoa.
Call yourself a dangerous outlaw?
Go.
Try to keep up, will you? You got problems with your spurs?
Même fou dedans, la vérité. Eh, tu vois, non, je suis baisé. Elle m'a foutu dedans, la garce. Putain, salope, bah, putain. Eh, putain, je vais pas le faire 30 fois, moi. Ton bazar, là.
2, 1, go!
Ça me saoule.
Trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
Putain.
Let's go.
How those injuries feeling, Mr. Marston?
Accélère, bordel.
Are you saving the best for last?
En même temps,
Come on.
je peux pas trop accélérer parce qu'il y a une jauge. Et ça me glace, ça m'agace à moitié.
Come on.
Isn't this jolly?
Ah, c'est l'autre côté, mon Dieu. MDR.
Neck and neck, Miss McFarland! Let's go!
Come on, boy.
Pourquoi il tourne pas le gros là?
Try to stay with me now! Yeah.
I have got you now.
Regarde, attends, non pas là.
You're not as bad as I thought you'd be.
Come on. Is that the best you can do? I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Yeah. Slow up.
Allez hop.
Easy now.
That was fun.
Ouais, bah je vois pas l'intérêt.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
C'est débat, on part un peu. Pas un peu. Il y a des trucs à faire, je pense, dans le jeu, non? Comme là. Non mais, range ton arme. Il me dit rien là. Il va se tuer. Quel con lui. Bon, hop, on le fouille. Hein. Ouais, il y a des petits trucs à faire comme ça aussi. Regardez, je m'en souviens de ça. Voilà, il y en a un au-dessus là avec la cabane, la tente, là, je sais pas quoi. Il y a un truc là à faire aussi. Attends, le jeu, j'ai pas le bâclé, ça c'est sûr, je vais prendre mon temps. Poker, non. Là, là. Non, j'ai le couteau, non. C'est quoi ça?
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you. Now, what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come, what, you getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them
Ça crache de
Williamson
partout
boys.
là-dedans.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people that pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
The saloon's this way.
Hola. So who we looking for?
Bunch of 2-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walt. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the range these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months. He spotted you. Stay on him, boy.
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Jola Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Whoa there! Looks like he's holed up at the old Pleasance house. Let's hold up a minute and find a spot for our horses. Looks like we got company, boys.
Fais pas le fou, toi.
Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill.
Hey, yeah, you, over here.
Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. Marston, take that bastard behind the crate.
Merde, j'ai voulu viser en pleine tête.
Ain't that tough, Walton?
Et j'ai paré. Et là, j'ai réussi. Bon. Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Now move up to that crate. I'll cover you.
Tiens, regarde. Boum. Hop là. Non, à côté.
You should have stayed in Armadillo, Marshal.
Ouais, mon tabouille, gros. Putain, en pleine tête. Attends.
Move up to that rock. I'll keep you covered.
This was a mistake.
There's another one behind the outhouse, boy.
Vite. Calme-toi, gros. Merde.
Now get behind that
Il y en a
outhouse.
dans le coin
Make
là-bas.
sure we seen the last of them.
Montre-toi.
There's two more of the bastards.
Montre-toi.
Take 'em down,
Hop.
boy. Follow me. Later road. Make your choice. This is probably gonna hurt.
Et je te vois, gros. Attends. Attends, regarde.
That's Walton inside the house. Let's see if we can take him alive.
Sors. Sors tout de suite, gros. Allez hop, c'est terminé pour toi.
Days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah.
Tu peux ramasser plus en le fouillant, quoi. Hein. Attends. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans la baraque, là? Là, il y a un coffre. Voilà. Tu trouves des coffres, voilà. Voilà. Ah, ils sont où les... Attends, ils sont où? J'en ai tué un derrière, là. Putain. Vous allez voir. Ouais, il y en a un. Oui. Yes. Ok. Non, ici, là.
Sorry, partner.
T'en as un autre là. Attends, la carte elle est où là? La carte elle est là. Et non, j'ai rien à faire. Il faut que je retourne là. Qui c'est qui tire dans là-haut comme ça? Ouais, qu'est-ce que tu fais, mec? Attends, ouais. Tu te prends pour qui? Qu'est-ce que ça fait là? Qu'est-ce qu'il est en train de me faire là? T'es pas mort, mon con, hein? Carte au trésor? Ah ouais. Bon. Fouiller le corps. Attends, c'est quoi cette boîte là? Non mais c'est quoi cette boîte là? Par terre? Voilà. Là je comprends pas, il y a une boîte par terre, j'arrive pas à l'avoir. C'est peut-être rien en fait. Ouais non, ça me dit pas de la prendre. Bon, le cheval là. Ouais, attends, c'est vrai que certains étrangers ont besoin qu'on leur rende un service. Ouais, attends. Bon, il n'y en a pas là. Ouais, j'avais dit en haut là. J'y vais pas maintenant. Normalement ici t'as du monde hein. Je sais plus si c'était en ligne ou en mode histoire quoi. Je sais plus. Non, 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 c'est pas là. Je suis en mode. C'était en mode ligne quoi. Ouais. On peut pas rentrer là?
Let's go. Whoa, whoa.
On peut pas. Non, on peut pas. Oh, c'est une arme trop haut. Non, on peut pas rentrer là. Non.
Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
To it.
You're telling me. So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
How can I help you?
Hey, mister.
Finally come to get that bullet out your leg.
Thanks a lot.
Stay away from the salt pork and tobacco.
Howdy. Cheval de bataille, c'est quoi ce bordel là? Vous possédez un nouveau cheval. Viendra trouver votre clan ou résidence, je sais pas quoi. Ouais.
having me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view
Il
for
ressemble à
once,
quoi là?
and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Ouais bah les diligences, j'en ai pas trop besoin. C'est quoi son nom à lui là? Je sais même pas. Je sais pas. Attends, il y a quelqu'un qui a besoin de quelque chose. On va voir.
They took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock.
They took him.
Can't the police force help you?
No. They can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
Partez à rechercher le petit garçon. Okay. Ça serait où en fait? Mais, elle m'a dit quoi? Attends. Ça serait ici là. Non, c'est pas ça. C'est pas là. C'est là, là. Ici. Voilà, c'est ça. Merde. Ah, je vois où c'est. C'est bon. Non, c'est pas là. Il est pas là le truc. Il est... juste là-haut. Là, ici. Juste par là en fait. Voilà. Vas-y. Il y a un truc là-bas, non? Voilà, attends. Qui c'est qui sera là? C'est qui lui? Où il est lui? Ça me dit pas où il est l'autre. La carte. Ça me dit pas où il est. Bah non. C'est à moi de chercher quoi. Dans la section défi de votre journal accessible. Voir un peu. Ouais. Ouais, mais attends, grand chasseur niveau 1. J'ai 5 coyotes du PC. Okay. Où j'ai trouvé le petit garçon. Voilà. Avant sur tes cheveux, cheval. Ça va être chaud de le trouver, voilà. Voilà. Ah, merci pour le like, je ne sais pas qui c'est là. Shola Spring, non, je pars en arrière là. Tue les coyotes. C'est bizarre hein, quand même. Hein. Ça c'est non. D'où viennent les coups de fusil là gros?
Let's go.
Claude. Je peux pas.
Let's go. Come on.
Je dois voir l'autre côté là-bas. Déjà. Hein. Il est mort en fait, peut-être. Tant ça tire là-bas, gros.
How good are you with eyes? You best fish a cut bait.
Wow, qu'est-ce que tu te prends là? Est-ce que j'ai bousculé?
To the victor, the spoils.
Viens là, s'il te plaît. Bah, j'ai abandonné parce que je vois pas. Attends, qu'est-ce qu'il y avait à faire? Tenue journal, option. Journal. Qu'est-ce qui. Service. Vous avez trouvé les traces avions du côté des. Mais rien qui ne vous mette sur la piste de l'enfant disparu. Bon, bah voilà, oui. Au bureau du shérif d'Arménie, une femme a déclaré que son. Ouais, bon, là. Dans les collines. Ouais, mais. Voilà, je trouve les traces, y'a rien. Donc, voilà, c'est tout ce qu'ils me disent en fait. Donc, c'est fait en fait, c'est coché quoi. C'est coché, gros. T'as plus qu'à rentrer. Sur quelle route je vais là? Attends, Armadillo, c'est où là? Là-bas? Bon ben voilà. Où est-ce qu'il... Non attends, je vais aller... Donc cette chambre là elle est pour moi. Ouais, elle est pour moi ça. Oh merde, $50. Ah non, je la paye, je la prends pas. Tu vas voir l'autre dehors là. Bah merde, ça me ferait chier quoi. Bah, c'est celle qui est là en fait, bah oui. C'est $50. Oui, bah non, je suis pas d'accord. On saute. Allez, prends ton cheval et rentre. J'ai déjà pas beaucoup de sous là, donc c'est pas le moment de me payer une chambre. Attends, je voulais voir un truc là. Tu peux pas sauvegarder là-dessus là?
No me digas. Hasta pronto.
Goodbye.
Non, je confonds en fait. Non, je confonds le 2 avec le 1 moi. Non, je confonds. Allez hop. J'ai autre chose à faire moi derrière. Ouais. À la place de celui-là.
I saw Nate Johns on the train the other week. He's smaller than I thought he was.